So why would you take a vehicle that doesn't belong to you?
Just because the choices that I made, I deeply regret it.
Do you deeply regret it or you deeply regret getting caught?
We're in Judge Boyd's courtroom today, and it's already chaos. A teenager who just got out of jail is back again, this time with two friends, caught in a robbery that turned into a police standoff. That's not just a bad choice, that's proof he doesn't care about probation at all. It feels like some people see probation as a free pass, not a second chance. What shocks me most is how the system keeps trying to save kids who don't want help, even when they're dangerous. Judges are stuck between keeping the community safe and not looking too harsh. But cases like this really show how broken the system is. Do you think teens like this deserve more chances, or should public safety come first? Let's take a look.
Texas versus Adrian Hernandez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris-Sadel.
Defense?
Melissa Christian for the defendant.
And are you Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged by indictment with evading arrest detention with a vehicle as a third-degree felony?
Yes, ma'am.
Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand that the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I'm going to go over this plea bargain agreement with you in great detail so everybody can understand and you can understand what the plea bargain agreement is. So according to the plea bargain agreement, the state is in favor of your application for community supervision. Do you understand that? They are opposed to your application for deferred adjudication. Do you understand that? Now, if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, you understand that I determine the length of probation. Do you understand that? Now, if I do not grant your application for deferred adjudication, the state is asking that your punishment be assessed at a cap of 6 years in the prison. So what that means is they have agreed that if I grant you community supervision, the state can argue that your underlying be 6 years, which would mean that if you were revoked, the court could sentence you only up to 6 years in prison. Do you understand? Your attorney can argue, if I don't grant your application for deferred adjudication, your attorney can argue that your underlying be 2 years. And if I were to go along with giving you probation and not deferred adjudication, then if I follow what your attorney will be asking for, that would mean that the most I could sentence you to would be 2 years in prison if a motion to revoke were filed. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Also, they're taking in consideration NIGHTMAG number 756916, 756919, and there's to be restitution, if any, and NIGHTMAG number 756916 to Gustavo Perez. Did you understand that to be your plea bargain agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand my explanation of your plea bargain agreement? Any confusion? Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision or deferred adjudication be for a term of 6 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation and 200 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Do you wish to proceed with sentencing?
Yes.
State, you are opposed to the defendant's application for deferred adjudication?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. The court will hear argument with regards to that from the state.
Well, Mr. Hernandez's juvenile history is not exactly encouraging, and his insistence on proceeding with the court's determination this afternoon rather than waiting for a full PSI or TAP evaluation seems to reinforce the impression that he is prone to rash and potentially self-destructive decisions. That does not seem to send a good signal that he will do well on deferred adjudication. And arguably shouldn't be placed on it to begin with.
All right, and we'll do this one step at a time. So defense with regards to his application for deferred adjudication.
Sure, Judge. Mr. Hernandez is 18 years old. He lives with his grandmother. He has a history of working for some fast food services. He made it to the ninth grade. He does not have a high school diploma or a GED. However, I believe that this is Mr. Hernandez's very first felony that he has been arrested for. He is in a position where being granted deferred would be something that would be beneficial to him. The court could put any of the restrictions or any conditions on that deferred that the court wanted, and he understands that he is eligible up to the full range of punishment should he mess up on his deferred. So I think that gives him a great deal of incentive if the court wanted to require, for example, a GED, require the community service hours as the state has recommended. And with that hammer over his head that he is subject to the full range of punishment, should he not be able to complete it successfully. And that's why we think a deferred for this 18-year-old first-time offender in the felony system would be appropriate.
The judge is talking, but honestly, just look at this kid. That haircut alone screams confusion. He looks like he lost a bet at the barber. And yes, looks matter in court. Studies even show people with messy appearances are seen as less trustworthy. Add to that, he dropped out in ninth grade. So now it makes sense why he looks lost in court. He's just nodding along without understanding what's going on. The justice system feels more like babysitting than dealing with adults. Ignorance mixed with arrogance is the worst combo in court. And somehow, the judge still has more patience for him than I ever would.
All right, and then I read in the stipulations that this vehicle was stolen.
The vehicle was stolen.
Do you wish to say anything?
Yes, ma'am. I just want to say that I'm sorry for all the actions and the choices that I did. I am currently working on my GED in here. I'm trying to.
Why does it take being in custody to work on your GED? Why didn't you work on your GED when you were in the free world?
I was actually going to school. I was at school, like I was doing online classes.
So why are you in a stolen vehicle?
Just made the wrong decision.
Why are you making wrong decisions?
I don't know.
All right, so this stolen vehicle, did you have a key to it or did you break the ignition?
I have the key to it
And where did you get the key?
from the car.
All right, so you're saying that there was a vehicle just parked wherever with the key in the ignition? So you're saying the steering column wasn't damaged at all? So why would you take a vehicle that doesn't belong to you?
Because the choices that I made, and I deeply regret it.
Do you deeply regret it or you deeply regret getting caught?
Deeply regret it.
Right.
Because I know how it feels from someone to take from me.
Then why are you taking?
Just was doing dumb decisions.
And then you're speeding away from the police and then you have an accident in the vehicle. It says that you were driving at unsafe speeds, disregarding red traffic lights, and traveling on the wrong side of the road. Do you know somebody could have been killed with the way you were driving? And who was all in the vehicle with you? Or was it just you by yourself?
Just me.
And where are your parents?
My dad, they live out of town.
So what, you're just here in the world by yourself?
No, ma'am.
All right, who do you live with?
Grandma.
All right, does your grandmother want you living with her?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you picked up the phone and asked her? Did you say, grandmother, may I live with you?
She's present in the courtroom.
All right. Well, I would like to hear from her. State, do you have any questions for him?
Plenty, Your Honor, but it's already past 5 o'clock.
Oh, if you have questions, you may ask him.
Mr. Hernandez, You say that you regret what you characterize as your dumb decisions. At what point did you come to believe that they were dumb decisions?
When I did it.
You believe that they were dumb decisions while you were acting them out,
Yes, sir.
and yet you did them, even thinking at the time that they were dumb.
Yes, sir.
Then why did you do them?
This is the choices that I made. Correct.
So you did them because they were the choices that you made?
It is because I don't know.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I did it because I don't know.
So really, you don't know why you did it, you just did it. Those are the only questions I have, Your Honor.
All right, any other questions?
I don't have any questions for Mr. Hernandez, but we can bring up his grandmother if you
Yes.
would like.
Ma'am, could you come forward?
Can you raise your right hand for me, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Mr. Hernandez, how are you related to Adrian?
That's my grandson.
Okay, and is he the only grandson you have living with you or grandchild living with you?
Yes,
Okay, and how long has he been living with you?
couple of months.
Right, and before that, where did he live?
He used to live with his mom, his parents.
Okay, and what happened to the parents?
They live out of town.
So they moved and he wanted to stay?
Yes, he doesn't get along with the stepdad. that
Okay,
well.
all right. And so did you volunteer to let him live with you?
Yes,
Okay, so he's living with you and with your permission.
yes,
All right. And the court is making a decision, as you and I discussed, about the different types of probation, what to put him on. Would you be willing to help Adrian with making any appointments or anything that he needs to accomplish on the probation that the judge sees fit to award?
yes,
Would you like to see him get a job?
yes. And finish his education.
Okay. And you think
This kid never even tried to get his GED, but now he wants us to believe he was doing online school while stealing cars. Yeah, right. Nobody writes essays between joyrides. He even said he saw a car with the keys in it and thought, why not? That's not bad luck, that's just being stupid. He talks about regret, but he doesn't regret the crime, just getting caught. He drove like a maniac, speeding from cops, driving on the wrong side of the road. It's brainless. Judges like Boyd have seen fake apologies before. Honestly, this guy looks like a complete fool to me. What about you?
Any questions?
Yes,
You love your grandson.
yes, I do.
You described him as not a bad person. Is that right?
Yes,
That would mean that you think that he is a good person. Is that right?
yes. You don't have to be a bad person just because you did something wrong. And it's not considered you as a bad person.
Fair
I
enough.
don't think so.
But
He does have a good heart.
can you be a good person while you do bad things?
No,
So was your grandson doing a good thing when he operated a stolen vehicle?
of course not.
Was he doing a
It's
good
like he
thing?
did it by choice. That's what he did.
Was he doing a good thing when he was using that stolen vehicle to flee from the police and endangering the public in the process? Was he doing a good thing when he ran on foot from the police and tried to hide evidence of other crimes?
Maybe he panicked. That's why he took off so fast away from the cops.
Ma'am, I didn't ask if he might have
You
panicked.
asked me
I
that
asked,
question before. I'm trying to answer it.
I asked if he was a good person while doing these bad things.
No,
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, anything else?
no, Judge?
All right, so there's something I want you to understand.
okay.
I understand that's your grandson, but guess what? Other parents or other grandparents who come before me,
Yes, ma'am.
if they were to say that their child was hanging around the wrong person or was experiencing bad influences from other people, and if I were to ask him, well, who would that be? You know who they would say? Your grandson. Everybody thinks that their child is the one who's impacted by bad influences, that they're great. But what I need parents and grandparents to do is to take off the rose-colored glasses. You can still love your grandchild, you can still love your children, but you need to see them for who they are.
Well, I know.
All of us are continually trying to improve our life, right?
Right.
And to be better people. So he's at a stage in his life that he's not living it up to his potential. Do you understand?
Mhm.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in.
Okay.
Have a blessed day.
All right. Thank you. You too. All right. So do you have any children?
No, ma'am, not that I know of.
What do you mean? Not that you know of? It's possible, but you
Yes.
just don't know.
Yes.
All right. Have you ever used any drugs? Marijuana? I'm sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
Alcohol? This is what the court is going to do. Court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 6 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. I'm going to ask for the MRT. Take in consideration NIMAG number 756916, 756919. There should be restitution, if any, to Gustavo Perez and NIMAG number 756916. 200 hours of community service restitution, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, field visits 1 time per month for 4 months. There's going to be full GPS. I'll ask that the fees be waived. You're going to obtain your GED or go to someone's trade school, and you're going to go to ISF and you're going to remain in custody until transfer to ISF. And at ISF, they'll help you get your GED. Do you understand?
So what am I getting again?
You're going to remain in custody. You're going to get transferred to ISF Cognitive. Once you've completed that, you will be allowed to live with your grandmother. And I'll place in here, he's to reside with his grandmother. And defense, if you'll make sure probation has that address.
Me too, Judge. I believe he's asking whether he got deferred or regular
You
probation.
got regular probation. And part of the reason why you received regular probation is because of the testimony that I heard, and also because of your criminal history. All right, we can go off the record. You are just going to have to make a decision on what you want to do with your life. Either you're going to spend the rest of your life in and out of prison, in which case, guess what? The state of Texas can accommodate you. There is always money in a budget to add more prisons. Your counsel will tell you that. There is always money in the budget to say, you know what? Prison's just going to be overcrowded. Nobody's going to release you from prison because they say, we have 4 people in a cell. They're just going to put you in a cell with 4 people. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're at a crossroads in your life. You're still young. You still can decide to do what's right. You understand? And as a side note, you are not ready to have children in your life. You're just not ready. So don't ever come before another judge saying, I may have some children, I may not, I don't know. You need to make sure that you know.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand? And this court, communication is key to be successful on probation. When you go to ISF, sit and think about everything that you've done in your life that got you to the point that you are at. Your defense attorney didn't get you to this point. The state didn't get you to this point. You got yourself to this point. Do you understand?
The judge speaks to his grandmother, saying everyone claims their child is just hanging with the wrong crowd. But in reality, *E* is the bad influence. Families need to stop pretending their kids are innocent. Love them, yes, but also see them for who they really are. The judge gives him probation with strict rules: GED, community service, GPS tracking, drug testing, and time in a special program. But the judge makes it clear, this kid is at a crossroads. Either he fixes his life or he'll spend it in and out of prison. From my perspective, his grandmother can't control him. She's making excuses instead of holding him accountable. That only makes things worse. I hate to say it, but right now, he's just a bad person. Pretending he's not doesn't help anyone. If he doesn't change, prison, or worse, is his future. Sometimes locking someone up is the only way to protect everyone else *and give them a real chance to change. What do you guys think? Should he get another shot, or is prison the only answer? Thanks for watching. **.